These are based on my personal experiences, and these are things that I, Andrea Robinson, do not like. Okay? So, but tell me if you go back to my country, me know where I come from, and I have a right to my opinion. Okay? Thank you. Konnichiwa, Andrea des. Welcome to my channel, and if you are coming back, welcome back. And if you're coming for the first time, welcome. If you haven't yet hit that subscription button, please to do so now, and also turn on that notification bell because you don't want to miss all these wonderful notifications. Okay? Arigatou gozaimasu. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 things that I don't like about living in Japan. In my previous video, I did the top 3 things that I like. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 things that I don't like. Of course, the views expressed in this video are based solely on my personal experiences. So, but tell me if you go back to my country, me know where I come from, and I have a right to my opinion. Okay? Thank you. Hajimemasu. Number 1. The number 1 thing that I don't like is that everything is robotic. There is a robotic lifestyle which exists in Japan. Now, with that said, everything has to be done according to schedule, on time, cross all the I's, dot all the T's, and put all the full stops. Now, you ask, why don't I like this kind of lifestyle? There is no room for flexibility. So there's no room for nothing that was not planned on that day, at that particular time. It just will not happen. So because of this, if you want to, say, for example, go with a Japanese person, whether it be a male or a female, you have to book long in advance. I'm talking about weeks in advance to just go out, go to the restaurant, or to do whatever it is that you want to do. And it's not like I can call and say, hey, where are you? Let's go to Tokyo, let's go to Yokohama. That will not happen. Going out with someone means it is something that was scheduled long in advance. It can be really annoying, especially, let's say, for example, in an event where things are scheduled and things are not going as planned. Everybody will panic. And I mean everybody will panic. People will be in a frenzy. It's like they're not able to think on their feet. Something is happening that you did not plan for. You can say, okay, since this is going that way, let's do this. That's not the case here. So you'll find that every single thing is done on schedule. If they're scheduled to do something for half an hour, it will not pass 31 minutes. Everything will be completed in 30 minutes and everything will be over with. So, because of the robotic lifestyle, I don't like the fact that, there's no room for flexibility within their society. However, as a foreigner, they expect you to be flexible and they expect you to be able to think on your feet and do things off guard. Number 2, they're very private, which nothing is wrong with that. They don't share information. So there are certain things that you would not talk to a Japanese person about. You won't talk to them about family. You won't talk to them about relationships. You won't talk to them about, really, there's nothing really to talk to them about, because everything, you have to be so careful of whatever you say, and you just don't want to have any kind of ill feeling going on between you and anybody. So it's like you just can't have a conversation, so mostly the conversations would be about the weather, like everything is just about the weather. It's a hot day, it's a cold day, it's a sunny day, it's a rainy day, blah blah blah. However, you can't talk to them about these things. However, they will have no hesitation to ask you questions about these things. Okay, so that is why I have a problem with that. If you don't want to share such information, don't ask me such information. So yeah, they're very secretive and they're very private. They won't share certain things with you, but they won't mind asking you those kind of information. For example, you will be talking to them and they'll ask you, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? And you'd say yes or no, whatever the case is. Fine. Now, if you were to ask the same question, they would say, it's a secret. So basically they're saying, oh, I don't want to talk about it. Having a real conversation is somewhat difficult. You'll never really get their opinion on anything. You never ask their opinion and they share their opinion with you. If you ask, whatever the case is, for example, what do you think about black or white? They would say something like, and they would do that until you just basically you just give up. So having a conversation with a Japanese person can be very, very, very difficult because you have to nitpick what to talk about. You just can't have a free conversation. You just can't express yourself. And I think it's very unfair because they will ask you to share your opinions. They'll ask you what you think about this, what you think about that. But when you ask the questions, you will not get an answer. Next, the next thing, it's not bad, but I don't like it. I don't like sorting rubbish in Japan. Sorting rubbish is not as easy as PET bottles, cans, plastic, and papers. It's not that easy. Sorting rubbish is done on a municipal level, which means it's either done by the city or by your ward, what we would call community. So every community have different rules, different regulations on how to dispose of garbage. Now, they have different color plastic bags, which you have to put the garbage in. So, for example, brown, orange, yellow, green, blue. So you have to put your garbage in these bags and you put them out on the particular day. Now, when you move to your city, you'll get a booklet of something looking like this, okay? This booklet tells when you can dispose of your garbage, where you can dispose of your garbage, how many times for the month you can dispose of certain things, and how many times for the week you can dispose of these things, and how you should dispose these things. So, for example, kitchen scraps. So let's say, for example, I cooked the fish and I want to dispose of these things. Now, I have to put them, for example, in my ward, this is collected on a Tuesday and on a Friday. So let's say, for example, I have waste food. What I normally do is put it in a bag and put it in the freezer. Okay? So let's say, for example, after Tuesday, I cook and I have waste food. I put it in a bag, put it in the freezer. So I take it out on Saturday. I take it out on Saturday to dispose. Okay, so for example, I have an old umbrella. I don't know if you can see that. This is an old umbrella. Now, if you look here, you'll see that this is the umbrella. And I basically have to remove the plastic from the umbrella and dispose of the plastic separately from the iron or metallic part of the umbrella. So I don't dispose of those things in the same way. Now, if I have tree branches and those kind of things, those things are also disposed differently. All right, let's say I have some old clothes. I have to put those clothes in whatever bag is required, and these I do not put out on rainy days, which is understandable. I don't put these out on rainy days, and these things are all disposed of separately. Now, let's say I have an old computer or an old rice cooker or whatever appliance you have. Now, it depends on the size of the appliance. You have to go to the convenience store or to the city office to get some kind of sticker. And the sticker that you put on the appliance or whatever it is, large items that you are disposing, the sticker that you put on these items are priced according to the size of the items. You can't just buy the sticker, put on the item, and dispose of the item. You have to buy the sticker, call the city office or call the ward office and inform them that you have a microwave or an old computer to put outside, and then they will instruct you on the day to put it out and where to put it exactly. Usually you'll place it where you dispose of your regular garbage. So they will tell you what day to put this out, and they do it twice per month. And again, it depends on the size. Some things are only collected twice per year. Some things are collected twice per month, twice per week, whatever the case. It depends on whatever it is that you want to dispose of. Now, let's say I put my garbage out Saturday morning. Now, for example, if I was putting my garbage out and my neighbor saw that I was putting my garbage outside, fine, I put the garbage outside and I went about my business. When I came back, I saw a sticker on the garbage. The garbage collectors left the garbage because apparently it wasn't sorted properly. Now, what they'll do is they'll place a sticker on the garbage, and they will check the reason for not collecting the garbage. Now, in this case, you'll feel some kind of way because no, your neighbor saw you putting out the garbage and it was left with a sticker. So now you have to go back to take up the garbage and resort the garbage, that kind of thing. So if they come on a particular day and your garbage is there and it is not sorted properly, they will basically leave it with a big yellow sticker. So you have to take it back and resort it, or whatever, if you want to leave it until they take it up, whatever the case. So yeah, I mean, I understand the whole sorting garbage thing, but I don't like it, simply because, like I've said, there are so many things to do. You can't just put out a battery. You can't just put out thumbtacks. You just can't put out those things. You can't, for example, broken glass and bottles and that thing. You have to wrap it in a newspaper, label it, put it in a particular bag, put it in a particular place. And I understand, but like I've said, I don't like it. Number 4. How do I put this? Japan is a very backward system. So they believe in paper. They believe in black and white. Whatever you do, it will be done with your pen and some paper. Filling out forms online is really just used for shopping. People don't really do business online. Nothing really exists online. Even, for example, in COVID, when every other country's schools were having online classes and doing whatever they were doing, now these people, because they don't know how to use all the wonderful technologies they have, no online classes were being done, and some companies refuse to have their workers work online because it's not something that is familiar with them. Now, if it is not something that was done for 100 years and worked for 100 years, they will not adapt to those kind of things. So pretty much it is really a paper-based country, and they believe in their pen and paper, and technology is not something that is, popular, except for, of course, their games, which they love so very much. So yeah, I don't like that the system is really backward. You would go to the city office, for example, to, just to do something so simple that you could have done online, but that does not exist here. For example, credit card, paying your bills with credit card does not exist here. It's really a cash-based country, and most 90% of the things are paid for with cash. I mean, you go to the supermarket, you can pay with your card. But say, for example, I want to pay my light bill or whatever the case is with my credit card. Nope. That's number 5. There is really little to no kind of entertainment here. The usual entertainment is going to the pachinko, going to the bar, or going to the karaoke, going to shrine. And that's basically what these people do all year, every weekend. They'll go to the karaoke, and some people will go to the bar every weekend. Some people will go to the shrine 100 times. They go to the same shrine every single weekend, the same place, doing the same thing. So, that's something that I don't really like. There isn't much to do here for entertainment. You do the same thing a million times. And to them, it's just normal. It's normal for them. But like I've said, these are based on my personal experiences, and these are things that I, Andrea Robinson, do not like. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 things that I don't like about living in Japan. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share with your friends and families and whoever you want to share it with. Okay? Arigatou gozaimashita. Sayonara.